Thoughts on this afternoon, Alex?
Strange one. Yeah, probably disappointed is the feeling not to have won the game. But it was certainly a top of the table clash, wasn't it? Both teams sort of going for it in their different ways. They didn't come to play any football, did they? They just sort of sat in and tried to bypass the midfield and put it on us, put it in behind, put it into channels. And I think we dealt with that pretty well the majority of the time. And when they did get chances up there, usually it was coming from the long throws or set pieces, wasn't it? And to concede from 2 set pieces from our point of view is disappointing. I don't think, apart from the two goals, I don't think Tony's actually had a save to make, to be honest. So frustrating from that point of view, but maybe we just haven't quite done enough to win the game at the other end. We've had some chances, haven't we? Not non-clear cut. And the lads are absolutely adamant that the ball went over the line in the first half, went from Jake's header. Yeah. But obviously I can't see from my angle. So yeah, I think disappointing not to have won the game, but if you just said to me you get 4 points out of 6 from Lichfield this season, at the start of the season, I'd have snapped your hand off. So Jake said before the game, would you take a point? And I said I probably would. So overall, we're okay with it.
Defenders got a headache. Callum Rudd's long throws, they just literally bombarded us with those long throws. And you said we dealt with them pretty well all through the game. Yeah,
he was stealing 5-10 yards every time when he on, and in terms of the distance of them, and it is some throw, by the way.
It is, isn't it?
He must be knackered from running side to side of the pitch to take every one of them. But yeah, absolutely. And I think we defended well from it, actually, and we've obviously conceded from the knockdown, haven't we? We've had 2 chances to clear it previously, which is disappointing, but it is what it is.
A real battle. You could tell there were 2 sides at the top of the table really going for it, and it was compelling to watch. It was a compelling watch. I don't know what it was like sat on the sideline, but to see 2 sides really going for it is really what you'd expect.
Yeah, and both sides weren't they? And everybody was sharp on second balls. They were sharper on second balls this time than they were at their place. I think that's why we won the game there. We were miles better than them off the ball, but they were better today at that. And different personnel weren't there playing the midfield than there was when we played against them previously. But yeah, it was certainly a good top of the table clash, and one that we're disappointed not to win.
Disappointing to pick up 3 cards.
Yeah.
Particularly with Reg again. Looks as though that'll be him missing again for another game, I think. But I think all in all, I'd say probably a good point. Hopefully we can look at the end of the season and say that was a good point.
Yeah, and we're not necessarily trying to win the league or anything like that. We're just trying to keep picking up points and keep trying to get 2 points a game to try and be in and around the mix come the end of the season. So from our point of view, yes, it is a good point overall. The cards are disappointing. Thought they were given out quite quickly in the first half, weren't they? But yeah, disappointed with the Reg one. Hopefully we will be back only after 1 game. So
OJM next week on a notoriously difficult surface. I've seen the comments from Wolfrudians who've won there today, and they said it was a very difficult surface. So it'll be roll our sleeves up and battle. Yep. Those are the sort of surfaces that gives us a challenge to play our sort of football.
Yeah, and we had a players meeting on Tuesday night after training, and I said that we're going to have to win in different ways this season because we're going to come up on different conditions, different playing conditions, and we know that we've played on that pitch before since I've been here, so we know it'll be tough, we know it'll be a difficult surface, probably similar to what Wolverhampton Casuals was the other week. So yeah, should be a tough one, but we'll always be up for the challenge.
And again, it takes us into that Christmas period. 3 interesting fixtures we've got coming up in December. They all have challenges with OJM. Utox are on Boxing Day. It's Boxing Day. Yeah, anything can happen. And Utox have found a bit of form. Yeah. And then Alliston here on the 28th are in astonishing form.
Yeah, and it should be a good spell there. And if we can come out of that, continue to be unbeaten, because we've got to remember that we're still 12 unbeaten after that today. So if we can still be unbeaten after that, then we'll have done very well, and we'll have had a great Christmas period. So let's hope that we do.
Excellent. See you next Saturday.
Cheers, guys.